Hey guys, Desdare100 here, coming at you with yet another video, and this is actually going to be one of two videos I'm going to be making. The other one is going to be my general thoughts on this year's E3, and that's going out to my boy Ultimate Weapon on Twitter. I'm sorry that video took so long, but I just wanted to wait for the hype to die down so I could give my own unbiased opinion. Now, today I'm coming at you with a Pokemon video, and you know what that means. It means I'm talking about some community drama. Now, the individual that I'm talking about seems to be an up-and-coming PokeTuber. I tried to look into her, and there's not really much I could find, but I'm going to make it clear that I'm not attacking this individual as a person, but it's this type of mentality that I see going around the Pokemon community, and honestly, it's become beyond cancerous, and it's really made me sick. So no offense to this individual, but I'm just going to give my piece on this entire scenario. So there's a new PokeTuber by the name of Aria Rose. Now, I didn't know much about Miss Rose prior to her recent videos, and as a matter of fact, the first time I found out about Miss Rose was thanks to her Why I Won't Buy Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee video, and that was during the day of the conference, and that's the only reason I got that video recommended to me was because I was watching a lot of people's reactions to see what the general consensus was. So when I first watched that video, I didn't watch it completely, but I got the gist of it. This person seemed like she was a shiny hunter, or so I thought, and so she wasn't going to be buying the game because it seems to lack some stuff that she enjoys, which, you know, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with making a video, positive or negative, to give your opinion on it. But then one of my friends hit me up on Twitter and told me, you know, hey, look at this. And apparently, Miss Rose made a video called Why I Still Won't Buy Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And this sent off some red flags because it's really hammering home what you said before. But in the video, Miss Rose calls out the game for being what it is. She calls out the game for being casual, a game for casual, a casual. And the issue I have with it is that there's one main issue that I have with it, but this is just a pet peeve that I have that people keep doing. When people criticize these games, one of the main points they say is, oh, it's easy. Oh my gosh, they have Pokemon Go elements. Oh, this and that. And what I find silly is that these points that they're trying to use to make against it is just people calling out the game for what it is. Yes, it's a casual game. Game Freak and the Pokemon Company have said probably 6 times at this point that this game is made for a different audience. It's not made for the core fandom. That's why they went and announced Generation 8 and said that it's going to be far more traditional. But yet people still keep bitching and moaning about Let's Go, and that's what Miss Rose does. She keeps calling out the game for what it is, and I'm like, yeah, that's what they said. It's like getting upset at a fighting game that advertised itself as being a hardcore, you know, Street Fighter-esque game, and then you getting like, what the hell, this isn't what I wanted. Well, of course not, but it told you what it is, so you can't really get mad at it. Now, does a game being what it is excuse it from, you know, you criticizing it? Well, no, but just like I said in my example, if a game is made to be a certain kind of way, you can't just go and get upset at it because it is what it is. They told you what it is. Another example, it's like me buying a game made for 4-year-olds, a Sesame Street game, and then getting pissed off because it didn't challenge me, an almost 24-year-old man. Well, what did you expect? It's not made for me. So why get mad? But what bothered me wasn't the fact that she was calling out the game for being what Nintendo already said it was several times, but it was near the end, where she encouraged her fans not to buy Let's Go because it may end up taking away resources for, you know, other future core games, or it'll taint the main series. That's the part that bothered me. Because Miss Rose, what you're doing, even if you don't realize it, is that you're fear mongering in a community that's very easy to set off. And it's not just fear mongering, it's spreading around false information. And not only that, not only are you, doing all that stuff and causing hysteria to people who honestly don't know their back from their ass, but what you're also doing is just forming this somewhat cult mentality that people have where it's a them against us attitude and encouraging people to not listen to the devs, you prove it, show it with actions. And if this is the same thing is happening with the Smash Bros community, because some people are saying Sakurai is lying about Smash Bros being a port or this, that, and the third, because they don't like certain things that he did. And now it's happening again where people are saying that they don't believe Game Freak because they did something I don't like. And if we're getting to the point to where we can't believe developers because we rather believe our own headcanons about shit that's not even going to happen, then what are we becoming? We're becoming a Star Wars fan base. That's what we're becoming. It's fine to give your opinion on the game, but it's not okay to keep misleading people and spreading misinformation over stuff that Game Freak themselves have already deconfirmed. They've already talked about what's going to happen if Let's Go becomes popular. They said it's going to run alongside the main series, like new Super Mario Brothers and other core Mario games like Galaxy and Odyssey. Will it take away resources from mainline games? No, because guess what? Most Pokemon games are in development in tandem. X and Y and Sun and Moon were in development at the same time, and even Gold and Silver came out right when Pokemon, was in development, right when Pokemon Blue and Yellow were a thing in Japan. This is not an uncommon occurrence. This is not going to happen. And what I'm worried about is that Miss Aria Rose is going to end up making a part 4 of her Let's Go series where she's analyzing Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee's success and she's gonna start saying, oh no, Pokemon is ruined, and she's gonna set people off even more. And that's something I really don't want to see. So, Miss Rose, if you somehow see this video, I'm not attacking you, but please stop fear-mongering. It's not healthy, and it's not helping anything. It's only making we as a community look worse, where we're turning our backs on Game Freak and not believing anything they say just because they did one thing that we didn't like. Even though they said that there's a more traditional game coming out next year, we're bitching and moaning about something that we don't have to buy and that we can literally just ignore. Please, stop.